Hello everybody, my name is Milo and I'm presenting this week's episode of New Arrivals. I think we picked some excellent, interesting guitars for this week's episode. I think we have a lot of flame I see around me, we have a lot of knobs, one of my favorite models of all time, so let's get started. And we're starting with a beautiful Collings archtop. So this is a Eastside LC Deluxe in a beautiful natural finish. A single cut hollow body from the beautiful folks over at Collings Guitars. We have a maple back and sides archtop, a really beautiful flame. I don't know if you can see this, I think you can. A Charlie Christian pickup in the neck position, which has a lot of clarity and also adds some pick attack when you're playing, which is really nice, I think. Of course, we all know about the impeccable Collings quality, so let's listen to it. Next up is one of my favorite models of all time. I happen to own one as well. It is a Fender Jazzmaster. This is a 1973 model. What's special about this one is that we think it's a factory custom color. So it was a factory Olympic white, which of course it has aged over time. You can see some yellow spots over here. I think you can catch that as well. It has some beautiful crackling in the finish as well. Of course, the 70s Jazzmaster with the bound fingerboard and the block inlays. Still, I think this is one of the most versatile guitars that Fender offers. You can play almost anything with it. Most of you will know that Fender introduced the Jazzmaster as a guitar for jazz guitarists, and the jazz guitarists didn't really like the Jazzmaster at all. So it was adapted by the surf players and later also the more rock and grunge guitarists as well. And Rowdy is going to play the demo for this guitar, and I think he will play some accurate music of that time that the surf players adapted the Jazzmaster. So let's listen. Alright, right behind me is this beautiful Taylor custom TF12. So a really nice 12 string. This is one of the most flamed pieces of Koa we have ever seen here. So it's quite a flamed episode this time. This is also one of the custom Taylors of the batch of which Tom handpicked every piece of wood together with Andy Powers. So that's really special for us. We have this inlay on the fretboard as well. I think it's nice when you have a slightly smaller bodied 12 string. I think it really focuses the sound in a mix, and it sounds great in my opinion. I'm going to save the most interesting guitar for last. And next up we have this beautiful Gibson B25. It's a 1967 guitar. The B25 is the successor of the LG2 that you had before, so it's the same body type. Of course, we have the beautiful 60s pickguard, which I really like. Comparable to the LG2, we have a mahogany bag and sides with a spruce top. We have a rosewood bridge and also a rosewood saddle as well. These B25s and LG2s, they sound really focused in the mid-range. They don't have a lot of low end, but you don't have to cut that in EQ when you record it, so that's handy. So as I said, I saved the most interesting for the last place here. I haven't seen this guitar in the flesh before today. So what we have here is a Epiphone Zephyr Emperor Regent. It's a 1953 model. It actually started in 1951, the first Zephyrs. So this is the electric version of the acoustic Emperor Regent. And this is an 18-inch archtop. Epiphone at the time were building one of the best archtops around, if you ask me. And it's just really cool. We have 3 single coil pickups actually. They look like mini humbuckers or something like that, but they are single coils. We have 6 push knobs. Actually, they call this Veritone push buttons or something like that, but they had to change the name because Gibson also has a Veritone switch, so they had to change it. They act as sort of tone controls. I can't tell you exactly what they are doing, but you have to listen to it. I think Rowdy explores the possibilities of this guitar in the demo, but it adds a really interesting color to the tone. The Epiphone's archtops of the time were really popular, and a model like this was sort of a competitor to the Gibson Super 400 as well. It's a really interesting, really rare guitar, so let's listen to the demo. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about these guitars, just let us know. We're happy to help. Let us know what you think about them. We're really curious to know. And see you next week. Bye-bye. Bye.